So I just want to tell you guys my story. So back in December, I started fucking with this dude, right? And he's in a very serious relationship, like with a woman for many years. He has kids with her, family. He works for the apartments that I lived in. He's the maintenance man. Yes, I got pregnant by the maintenance man, y'all. I would broke that bitch myself. I'm just kidding. He didn't come to fix my sink. That's not how it went down. But I would have tried to get him to fix my sink a few times. I would have broke it. I'm just kidding. Okay. So, yeah. Maintenance man. Find out I'm pregnant. Boom. Find out he's in a relationship. Boom. Whole time, this nigga got a woman. He lives by himself in apartment right around the corner from me. Lives in his own apartment right around the corner from me. But his baby mama lives in a different apartment in the same complex as us on the other side. So he told me she lived there about 2 months before I got pregnant. And I was like, oh. But he made it seem like she just moved there. Like, oh. Okay, so your baby mama moved into these apartments. She wants to keep her eyes on you. That's fine. I'll respect your space. I won't make a scene. Whatever. But you didn't tell me you were in a fucking committed relationship for 20 years, you motherfucker. So, yeah. Now I'm pregnant by the motherfucking maintenance man. Boom. So, I want to say a week after his baby mama found out about me, she contacted me on Facebook or whatever. She's a grown-ass woman or whatever. I mean, these people are in their mid-30s. I'm 24. My baby daddy's I'm 24. My baby daddy is 33. So, yeah, whatever. She contacted me. We had some civil conversations. Whatever. She told me they're done. My dumb ass keeps fucking the nigga. Whatever. She contacts me again. She's still fucking the nigga. So we're both fucking the nigga. Okay. Cool. Fuck that nigga. So, I'm gonna tell you guys a little backstory. Last weekend. Okay. No, first. Okay. Okay, first of all, you guys know I got kicked out of my apartment. They said because of the weed smell. Okay, I smoke weed. Obviously, I smoke weed. The people above me been complaining about the weed smell since I moved in. So finally, they're kicking my ass out, right? Finally, they about to kick my ass out. So I got kicked out. But my baby daddy didn't hit me up the entire weekend that I got kicked out. The entire weekend. So I got kicked out on I moved out on a Saturday. He hit me up Sunday night. Talk about, I didn't know what to say. So he didn't hit me for the whole weekend, right? Cool, whatever. It's not unlike him to do shit like this at this point, ever since his baby mama found out. So, his baby mama contacts me. No. I blocked his baby mama on Facebook a month ago because obviously I still wanted to fuck with him. And obviously he wanted me to block her, so I did, like a dumbass. So I moved out for 2 weeks. He calls me last week. Calls me on a Wednesday. And I've seen him twice, 2 or 3 times, but nothing serious. He bring me my mail, whatever. Seen him at my cousin's house, whatever. So then he calls me and he's like, be ready on Friday at 5 p.m. and pack an overnight bag. I'm like, Friday comes around. This nigga blows me off. Just don't say shit to me. Don't hit my line. Nothing. Mind you, the type of fucking bitch that I am, I ain't gonna be hitting your line. I won't call you. I won't text you. I won't even acknowledge your motherfucking existence. That's the type of bitch that I am. You might find me being stupid for a nigga, but what you won't do is you won't find me chasing a nigga, goofy. So, the nigga, right, he blows me off. Doesn't call me the entire weekend. He ends up calling me. We're supposed to hang out on Friday. He doesn't call until Thursday. He doesn't call me until Thursday. That's damn near a week that this nigga ain't even hit my line when he was supposed to take me somewhere with my overnight bag, motherfucker. So he starts hitting my line Thursday. Call me. Back to back. This nigga calling me. I know it's him. I'm answering the phone. He ain't saying shit. Why? Because he can't get your tongue, motherfucker. But listen. So yeah, he ain't saying shit. What do? I get pissed the fuck off. I go and post a little picture of us. Talk about, because I know he stalks me on Facebook, right? Okay, I know this nigga's watching my Facebook somehow, some way, even though I got the nigga blocked. So, I post a little picture, but I block his face out or whatever. Everybody knows I'm pregnant. They don't know who I'm pregnant by. I post a picture of us, block his face out, talk about we're going to make a cute baby. He calls me not even 10 minutes later, talk about, why you post that picture? I said I posted that motherfucking picture because you had the audacity to hit my line after you did some shit like that. Okay. My feelings ain't going to be the only feelings that going to hurt around this motherfucker. Not only mine, yours, and your baby mama's. So, sure enough, he sees it, she sees it. And, she contacts me or whatever. And, you know, I just took the opportunity to say, fuck you, motherfucker. And I laid it all out on the line. I ran my motherfucking mouth 100 miles an hour, I'll tell ya. I told her everything there is to tell her. I turned my back against him. I betrayed him. He doesn't have my loyalty. I told his motherfucking baby mama everything there was to tell as to our sex positions. She knows it all. Promise me a weekend out again, motherfucker. And not follow through. Oh, I forgot the whole point that I was trying to get to, y'all. I'm sorry I left you guys on such a deep cliffhanger. But the point I was getting to is he didn't hit me up the whole weekend and I was getting kicked out. His baby mama's gonna tell me that he had to do with it. I'm sure his ass did. What else did I do to you, nigga? Support your dirty dog ass. Y'all supported your lies. I supported it all. What did I do to you? So you guys know what I did? Oh, I forgot the whole point that I was trying to get to, y'all. I'm sorry I left you guys on such a deep cliffhanger. But the point I was getting to is he didn't hit me up the whole weekend and I was getting kicked out. His baby mama's gonna tell me that he had to do with it. I'm sure his ass did. What else did I do to you, nigga? Support your dirty dog ass. Y'all supported your lies. I supported it all. What did I do to you? So you guys know what I did? This nigga got so motherfucking pressed that I posted a picture of his ass with his face blocked out. Don't nobody know who you are, nigga, except you and your baby mama watching my page. You know? Don't nobody know who your motherfucking ass is. Your face is most definitely blocked off. So I took it upon myself to post every single last picture me and that nigga ever took together on Facebook. Okay? Face not blocked out this time. I didn't have enough respect for you this time. Shit exposed. Nigga, fuck you. And that's it, y'all. I don't know why, but I'm still fucking pissed off inside at Amir's dad. I'm pissed off at him. You know, because I don't care if you had another life on the side. He held me around for 7 months. We were nonstop fucking with each other for 7 months. I get pregnant, and he just stops fucking with me. Completely stops fucking with me. And now doesn't want our son. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed off inside, and my heart hurts. Me and him talked about having a son for about 5 months before I got pregnant. So I'm gonna go ahead and say we were actively trying to get pregnant. It wasn't no we fucked once or twice and ended up pregnant, or I just mysteriously ended up pregnant. No, that shit because I was with Amir's dad. And Amir's dad he was my neighbor. So if a nigga even came over, he would see that shit. And then my question, like, if I could ask him anything, it would be, how do you have a son? Hey y'all, it's your girl Amber coming to y'all with another video. I'm so glad to, be back. Hard to start these videos. I don't be knowing what to say. Okay, so like I said, it's your girl Amber and I'm back. Okay, and guess what? I'm not pregnant no more. I had my baby boy, y'all. I had him February 15th. You might be able to hear him in the background. I'm not gonna introduce him to you guys just yet, but I am definitely back. Look at, I'm in my own place. You can see like the background is different. Yes, I did move into my own place, so I'm really happy about that. I moved in here, so I've been here for about a month getting, so I moved in, and then I had the baby 1 week later, so now here we are. He is 3 weeks old now. He's 3 weeks old as of yesterday, so I'm just getting back to myself, pulling myself back together. We as women, we have to fight that postpartum depression because we have to tell ourselves, you have to look in the mirror every day and say, no, we're not doing this. No, absolutely not. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Get it together. Wipe your tears, dry your eyes, and let's get going with life, because guess what? Life is passing by, whether, you're taking your time or not to get it together. Life is still, it's still moving along, okay? So it's gonna move with you or without you. So like I said, get it together, snap out of it. After we have a baby, it's like our brain, let me try to move this a little bit. It's like our brain tries to trick us, like that it's like supposed to be a sad time, but no, after a baby, it's supposed to be a happy time. You're supposed to be in a magical place, with your brand new baby, so happy that you waited these long 9 months for. So yeah, my son is definitely here. I named him Amir Ray Valentine. Amir because I just really fell in love with that name. Ray because that's my middle name, but I literally go by Amber Ray. One day my last name will fall off or I'll become married, so we don't need to like broadcast my real last name. But I do go by Amber Ray. That's on my birth certificate. A lot of people be like, is that really your name? Like, yes. But anyway, so yeah, Ray because that's my middle name, and so that's like a piece of me to him. And then Valentine because he was born the day after Valentine's. So that's pretty exciting. And yeah, I was gonna say something, but I'm just gonna shut up because that's what I'm trying to learn these days. Like, if you're gonna say something stupid, just don't say it. So I'm trying to catch myself before saying really, really stupid stuff, because I was about to say something so stupid, and I know you guys want to know what I was about to say because I want to tell you. So I'll go ahead and tell you what I was about to say. But this is like a one-time pass because I know you guys want to know, and I want to tell you what I was going to say because I made it a big deal, obviously. So I was going to say Valentine's was the first holiday that me and his dad celebrated because I met him. And okay, that's why I'm not saying nothing. I'll be on some other y'all. I be on some other stuff. And that's why I'm telling you, this postpartum, make me want to freaking blow my head off. Like, why are you so sad, girl? Snap. Like, you have this beautiful apartment that you worked so hard for. You have everything in it that you worked hard for, you know. So there's really no time to be sad. There's no time to be doing all that and thinking about guys that you don't care about. Or, I mean, don't care about you. Let's get that correct. Let's get that correct, okay? Guys that don't care about you. So, yeah. I don't even know what I was saying. So, anyway, moved into this apartment. That's probably not what I was talking about. But I'm just so excited to be here to talk to you guys that I'm just so beside myself. So, anyway, yeah, I'm not going to be saying no more stupid stuff, okay? Stupid stuff, saying stupid stuff to sound like a real white girl. We're leaving that in 2020, okay? It is a new year, okay? So happy freaking new year, okay? It is definitely the new year, even though it's already March, okay? Happy new year, because it's my first video of the year, okay? And I look pretty dang good. Oh, if I do say so my freaking self. So yeah, I had my baby. It was a great experience. I'll probably go into more details about that in another video. But I just wanted to get on here and update you guys about what's been going on with me. It seems like that's all I ever come to you guys for, is life updates. So if you like that kind of stuff, then go ahead and like and subscribe to this video. But let's get on track what this video is going to be about. I'm hurt. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm hurt inside because of this situation that I'm in. Okay? Having this baby, no baby's father. How did this happen? How did I get myself here? This is what I'm trying to say. How did I get myself here? Okay? Because I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here in this situation. But guess what? Here I am. Hello. So yeah, I had to like take a second, get my head together, because y'all, how did I end up in this situation? How did I get pregnant by a guy and then end up disowned and my son, no dad? It just, it hurts me. It really hurts me, and it bothers me daily. When I say daily, I mean daily. Bothers me daily. There's not a day that goes by that I don't, y'all, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about this, okay? Not one day slips by in life that I don't think about this situation that I'm in. Okay, so let me just tell you guys what's on my mind and on my heart, because I have a 3-week-old son that hasn't met his dad, and it really, really bothers me, because this is not how it's supposed to end up. I don't care about the situation, okay? This was not how it was supposed to end, okay? And it's not the end, it's just the beginning, okay? Just the very beginning. This is all the beginning. So if you're watching this video and this video means something to you, just know this is the beginning, okay? So when I moved into my apartment 2 years ago, or no, 1 year ago, 1 year ago, in 2019, when I got my apartment, instantly I met this dude, right? And it sucks because I was not interested. I wasn't interested, and I don't know how this happened. I really don't know how this happened. Okay, so yeah, I'm just whatever. You got yourself in this situation, so now just live here. Anyway, so I'm just gonna tell you guys what's on my freaking mind and my heart, like I said I'm gonna do. And I don't know how to get this out because it's hard, and it's because it bothers me on a daily basis. Amir's dad, how could he do this to me? How could I end up in this situation? Like, how could he? How could he do this to me? I just think about the first day that I met him, right? I took my daughter out to play at the park. He was like, hey girl, You know, I just think about that day all the time because I'm like, he knew he was wrong. He knew he was wrong for what he was doing. He wasn't supposed to do this to me. Why did he chase after me so hard and then end up not wanting me? But like I said, you know, we live and we learn. We definitely live and we learn because I'm in a mess. I'm in a mess. And you know, as time goes by, I'll get over this. Um, but I do know right now it's bothering me. It hurts me. Okay? Because I look at my son every day and I see his dad and it's like, really? Really? You know, it's crazy because this type of stuff happens to women all the time. You know, you get pregnant by somebody and, you know, they're not ready to be a parent, or, you know, you were not, you were their mistake. And apparently, in my situation, I was the mistake. So I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. I just need to just get this off my chest, and I'm just trying to figure out how to say everything. So, yeah, when I got that apartment, I met him right away. I never bring that one dude to my apartment. You know, right when I met him, my whole life just revolved around him, like instantly. You know, I wasn't 100% interested, but I got interested pretty quickly. You know, so it's just crazy. So I met him right before Christmas. He said, you know, Merry Christmas to me. He said Happy New Year's. At that time, I was not even interested. And he, you know, okay, I keep stopping because this is a mess. And I don't know how to make this video. And I need to hurry up because my baby is about to wake up any minute. Okay, so yeah, I'm just upset. I'm very hurt. Um, I just want to say I didn't get pregnant because it was an accident. I didn't get pregnant because I had sex with a guy on a one night stand. You know, I met him and we started, you know, getting to know each other. And, you know, like, he lived in the same apartment complex as me. He worked there. He's the maintenance man. If you haven't watched my other videos, yes, I did get pregnant by my apartment maintenance man. Moving into those apartments was a mess from the beginning. I wasn't supposed to move there. Originally, when I was trying to get an apartment at the time, I applied here at these apartments. Didn't get approved because my credit wasn't good enough. I actually did work on my credit throughout the year and it went up, so this time I was approved this time around for this apartment. But I was supposed to move here, so moving there was a disaster. And then I moved there and met him. When I met him, guess what I did? I kicked my baby daddy out of my freaking life. Like, Nala's dad, I kicked him out of my life for this dude. Like, completely. Like, when I met Amir's dad, um, any feeling that I ever may have had for another dude completely went away. Completely went away, and all my, like, feelings turned on for him. Like, it was just him. Okay? So, it's crazy because I just got my taxes, and last year when I got my taxes, I remember, like, I was, like, thinking, like, oh, what can I do for him? What can I buy him? It's about to be, you know, Valentine's. Like, what can I do for him? Like, I like him so much. And, you know, like, he chased after me. Like, I tried to get rid of him so many times. I tried to end it. I tried to stop it so many times, and it didn't. He didn't let it happen. He didn't want it to end. He wanted this to happen. Like, you know, like, it was like, I love you every day. It was talking to you, that person, every single day. Like, you know, when you need a vent, who do you call? Like, that person. So it's like, when I found out that I was pregnant, it kind of just, like, all kind of it went to shit. It really went to shit when I found out I was pregnant. Like, when he found out that I was pregnant, that was kind of like the end. We were, like, approaching the end of the end. So, yeah, it just sucks. It just sucks. Like, how many women does this happen to? Like, you get pregnant by a dude that doesn't care? Um, so let me just give you guys a short recap of the entire story. I moved into the apartments and I met him. He worked for the apartments, right? So he's a maintenance man. And we just got to know each other. You know, I fell in love with him very quickly. Um, I remember like saying to him one time, like, um, cause he used to always call me his dog. Like he'd be like, "Hey, dog," and I'm like, "What the heck is that about? Like, you want me to be your homeboy so bad?" And he's like, "What more can we really be? Like, what more can we really be?" And I was like, "You know, you're right. You know, you're right." And guess what I did? I kicked my baby daddy out of my apartment the same day. I just told him, like, I think it's time that we separate, and me and him separated. Like, if you go back in my YouTube, you can find all those videos breaking up with my, or ending my relationship before years. Like, go back and look at these videos, because this was all for this was all for Amir's dad. And look at where I am, just a single mother, no credit, no help. Even if he didn't want to be in a relationship with me, he doesn't want a relationship with his son, you know. So it's just crazy. So yeah, I met him um, right after my baby daddy moved out. I made him a key to my apartment, and I gave him the key, so he had a key. And you know, my hair was red, so I got him a red key, and it had a light on it. And it's so funny. Oh my god, it sucks. It sucks. But this is just me closing. This is me, like, just spilling my heart out, getting it out, you know, because it hurts me on a daily basis. Every day. Every day, especially for 9 months, it hurt me every day, like having to fill a baby cake. And then now, every day, having to look at the baby that he doesn't want. So yeah, like I was saying, looking at a baby every day that I didn't make by myself. I didn't make this baby by my freaking self. I shouldn't have to, you know, care for him by myself. And he shouldn't have to go through life without having a father. Do you hear me? My son should be able to know his dad. And my son should be loved by his dad, just like his dad loves his other children. Why do men get to pick and choose what children they take care of? And it really, really pisses me off, because let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. It really pisses me off because this baby was made on purpose. I had been telling him that I wanted to have his baby for months. I told him for like 5 months straight that I wanted to have his baby. And I was like messing around with my birth control. One day I would take it, one day I wouldn't. And I would tell him, like, I would be straight up with him. I'd be like, I'm gonna stop taking my birth control. He'd be like, stop taking it. You know what I'm saying? Or I was just be like, yeah, I'm not on my birth control. And I would just keep it real with him all the time. And it just sucks because he played me. He played me so hard. He played me so hard because he had his apartment by himself. You know, he lived with his brother. It was chill, and I had my apartment around the corner. You know, I would like go out, you know, to the park, you know, and I never saw a woman in his house. I never saw a woman go to his house. Like, you know, I knew he had multiple baby mamas he told me about, and I had seen both of them. Honestly, I had seen both of them, you know, go there, but you could tell that no woman lived there, you know. So months before, okay, so I got pregnant in June, so it wasn't until April that I even found out that he had a baby mama that lived in the same apartment complex. You know, so he had his apartment, and then his other baby mama had her apartment in the same complex, and apparently they're together the whole time. How was I supposed to know that? How, like, honestly, how was I supposed to know that? How was I supposed to know this information? Like, yeah, he never invited me to his apartment. That was the first red flag that I should have known something was up. He never invited me to his apartment. And I did mention it, and it was always like he had kids. He had older son, like an older son, teenage son. And he said he didn't really like to be bringing women in and out of his kid's life like that. And that is understandable. That is, when you tell somebody that, that is something that you can, as a parent, you can understand, especially for a teenage boy, like, and he's supposed to be a single father. And that's something I can totally understand. When a man tells me that, I can understand it, but I'll never understand it again for the rest of my life. As long as I live, I'll never understand no dumb like that ever. So yeah, I was played so hard. He had his own apartment. It was chill. He always came over to my house. He like we would fight every day, probably break up every other day. But he always called, like every day he would call. Every day he would make sure, like, he told me he loved me every single day. And this went on for 7 months straight. When I got pregnant, we had been together for like 7 months. And it was like ongoing. It wasn't like we stopped talking for a week, and no, it wasn't none of that. It was 7 ongoing months. Like, so I'm hurt. And it hurts me because every day, like I said, when I look at my son, I see him and I just be reminiscing. Like, I wish I could shoot those memories away, but I can't, and they're stuck in my head right now because I'm still like lusting over the whole situation. Like, I just had my baby. He's 3 weeks old. Like, how do you expect me to just be up and over it, you know? No, I can't be up and over it. Not me. Not yet. I'm just not yet. I'm still like, I gotta say, I'm still just getting over this. I'm still just getting over it. This is just the beginning of me getting over it, and I just want this video to just wrap it up. Please comment how you feel about this video. But yeah, and the month that I got pregnant, so yeah, the month that I got pregnant, that's when basically everything ended. Everything ended basically the month that I found out I was pregnant. We were just going strong, and then all of a sudden just fell off because I was out at work. I was working at Supercuts, and I wasn't feeling good that day. Like, I was not feeling good that day, so I went home, and then I was just like, something told me to take a pregnancy test. So I took a pregnancy test. It was a Friday. I took a pregnancy that Friday, and it was positive. There was 2 lines on there. I called him over. I showed him the 2 lines, and it just seems like that was the last. Like, he had come over. I showed him the pregnancy test, and he had been acting like, you know, maybe that he was happy. Maybe that he was happy about the situation. He had hugged me, and he had just, you know, ran out the house like, that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. Because, yes, I have been telling him I wanted his son. I have been telling him I wanted his baby. And he was just so willing to give it to me. He did, because the month that I got pregnant, I told him, I'm fertile right now. I'm ovulating. Like, this is my time. Like, we need to have sex now because we got to make this baby. And sure enough, we made that baby. And he is a beautiful baby. He's just a beautiful baby. He's a good baby. And he deserves his dad in his life. Yeah, he definitely deserves his father in his life, you know, so it's messed up. But I feel like a little bit of it is me because, you know, after, like, yeah, the day that I found out that I was pregnant, he told me that day that his baby mama had found out about our relationship. Like, he told me that she went through his phone. And I'm just like, what do you mean she went through your phone? Like, I thought you're single. your phone, so what does that mean? Like, he's just like, yeah, she knows about everything. And like I said, like, ever since that day, like, that day is so, it just runs through my head every day. Like, that was the end. Like, I really never had a good conversation with him after that. I never really had a good one-on-one with him after that. It was just, that was the end of that. So yeah, she found out and he just stopped. Like, he went on lockdown or something. Like, he said, he kept talking to me. We kept talking. Um, but it was getting like more discreet. Like, it was like calls, not texts. It was just a mess. Okay, because apparently I didn't know how to talk, and I couldn't get my video made in time. The baby did wake up, so now I'm on here, but I'm not gonna show you guys his face just yet. I really want to make a video to introduce him to you guys. So yeah, why am I here taking care of this baby by myself? Why doesn't my baby have a dad? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how it was supposed to be. Like I said, this baby was planned, and his dad don't want him. So it just, it really, really sucks for me. Okay, because it hurts my feelings. And you know, it's like when I was 20 weeks pregnant, I talked to him, and I was just so happy to talk to him. I told him to come to my job, and I gave him money. That was when I was 20 weeks pregnant. When, you know, I was with him, like, I would do anything for him. Like, I just liked him so much. Like, I bought him 2 pairs of shoes. I've given him cash. But none of that could just make a man want you. That's why it's like I learned a huge lesson. Like, don't spend your money on people. Because now I'm here. Look at me here. Like, I did all that for a guy that doesn't want me, right? Doesn't want my child. And it's not fair. It's really not fair. But it's like, I feel like I said, like, a little part of it was me because of me posting on social media. Because, you know, I didn't give him what he wanted. I wasn't quiet about, like, I wasn't going to let him keep me this little stupid secret, you know, because he was doing stupid stuff, like not calling me until Friday, or not calling, or, you know, not calling me until Wednesday or something. Like, go the whole weekend without talking to me and not calling me until Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't gonna just put up with that. And like, the hormones were soaring through my body. I was just posting stuff on Facebook, like getting angry. You know, like I got, you know, females in my inbox threatening to beat me up, you know, threatening to like hurt me while I'm pregnant, threatening to meet me at the hospital. Like, it got so bad that I had to make like an actual police report. Like, I was like I got scared that these girls were gonna find me and beat me up because this dude got me pregnant and, you know, had a whole life already. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard. And it's hard to make this video, but I just need my people to know, like, don't let this happen to you. Do not let this happen to you. It's not what you want. You know, you want your kids to have a parent. Even if you guys are not in a relationship, you want your kid to have their parent. And for some reason, as much as like people tell me I need to get over this, as much as, you know, I tell myself like it's not that big of a deal. At the end of the day, it kind of is a big deal. Growing up without your parent, it's kind of a big deal. say, um, like, I'm gonna honestly say the whole 9 months that I was pregnant, I kept thinking of the day that I would have my baby. And I kept thinking, like, okay, that's the day that I'm gonna send his dad pictures. Like, I'm not gonna text his dad. I'm not gonna bother his dad. I'm not gonna call him all the time. You know, like, I'm gonna leave him alone through the 9 months of pregnancy. And, you know, like, I kept thinking about the day that I had my son. And, you know, I sent him pictures. You know, I honestly thought I would get some kind of reply. But the day that I did have my son, I called him. I texted him. I called him back to back to back to back to back. I kept calling. Like, I sent him pictures and he didn't reply. Like, he didn't care. And that shit hurt a lot. Whether, I don't know. I feel like I'm weak. Like, I really feel weak. Like, this, like, why is this hurting you so much? Why can't you get past this? It sucks. I feel so weak. And it really sucks. But I'm happy. I love my son. I love him a lot. I'm happy. He makes me really happy. But the situation hurts me. Like, that he won't have a dad, which is, you know, it's not fine, but I did send in the child support papers, but who really knows, like, if I'm really even gonna get anything out of that. You know, I did it just to do it, because whether I get something or not, at least I did it. At least, like, he'll have to, you know, determine his dad. Maybe they think that he's not the dad, but he is. Maybe he thinks he's not the dad, but he is. You guys, like, when I got out of the hospital, I was so hurt, and, like, I was on those pain pills because I had my C-section, and I was just, like, going crazy, and, like, emotionally, not, you know, going crazy, like, literally, just emotionally, you know, letting, you know, every little thing get to me. I started messaging all his people on his Facebook, like, trying to, like, find his mom on his Facebook. I messaged, like, random people I didn't even know, like, telling them, like, I hope you guys know that he has a baby out here. Like, like, that was stupid. But, yeah, and I posted him on Facebook, like, if I could ask him anything, it would be, why? Why did you do this? You know, why did you play me like you did? Why did you, you know, drag me along when you know this is not what you wanted? Why did you, you know, agree to giving me a baby all those times? And then why, you know, if you don't want to be with me, why don't you want to be his dad? Because at the end of the day, as a man, you should man up and take care of your kids. Period. Period. You're not doing anything right in life if you're not taking care of your kids. Like, you can't make one right move if you're not being the best father that you could be at the end of the day. Because the way my life works is you know, every day that I get up, I'm a mother today. You know, tomorrow ain't gonna change. Ain't shit gonna change. This is my life. And I wouldn't be able to live if I wasn't doing it right. So it's crazy. It's really crazy. But I had to say anything to the women out there. Don't let this happen to you. Don't go with your instinct. If you feel like something more is going on, like a guy's playing you, like, just listen to yourself, because you know. Like, I kept telling him so many times, like, are you sure you don't have a girl? Like, just a situation, you know. And he always told me he was single. Like, he would call me like, I could call him and he'd answer the phone. Any hour of the day, he'd answer the phone. And except towards the end of the relationship when everything started to get rocky. But the beginning he was strong. It was fun. Like, it was like a high. It was like being on a high with this dude. Like, you know, it was just really fun. It was chill. Like, he's from the South, so it's like, you know, I got that little Southern, like, dread head. It was fun, but it's over. So it's time to get over it. But yeah, to the women out there, I would say don't let this happen to you. If you do get pregnant and he doesn't want the baby, just stay strong. You're gonna get through this. No matter what, you'll get through it. You're a great mother. Um, and then, you know, don't think that you're never gonna meet somebody who's gonna love you and your children, because you definitely could meet a great guy that will accept you and your children. And for me, I just think about that day all the time. You know, I'm not in a rush. Like, I'm really happy being in my own apartment with my 2 kids. It really makes me happy. You know, I pay my own bills. Like, I did all this by myself. And I'll make, like, other videos to, like, update you guys more on other things, like my pregnancy and then, you know, my birth and all that stuff. I'll make other videos. I'm not going to get too into it with this video. This video is specifically to wrap up 2020, and that is Amir's dad. I just need to X him out of my head. Like, let me shoot these freaking memories away, because dang. But then, like I said, I get to look at my baby every day and see that he looks just like his dad, and it really freaking hurts. It really hurts. So it's crazy. Like, it's really crazy. But at the end of the day, it's worth it, because I got a beautiful baby. No matter what I went through, like, if you could go back and change anything, would you change it? That's a real question. If you could go back and, you know, do things differently, like, you knew he was going to play you, you knew you were going to get pregnant, have this baby by yourself, that he was never going to be there for you, you know, everything was a lie, he didn't really love you, would you change it? And my answer will be no. No, I wouldn't change a thing, because I love, you know, when I knew that man, I love that man. And I love my son. But it's like, you know, I ask myself all the time, like, maybe he wouldn't be dissing you like that if you didn't bash him the way you did on Facebook. Like, I was constantly posting his pictures on Facebook during my pregnancy, and, like, you know, talking about him, you know. But it's like, when are you gonna, like, stick up for yourself? Like, don't, like, just be caring about this nigga's feelings that don't even care about if you live or die, you know? Like, who cares about what he thinks or says? Like, who cares? Like, when Amir was a week old, I posted all his pictures, and I was like, I want to know why. Like, word to my baby daddy, what the is going on? Like, why are you disowning my baby like that? Like, excuse me? And, you know, that day he was calling me. I was getting called by a blocked number, because I blocked his number. I was getting called by a blocked number, and I wasn't answering it, because he couldn't answer the phone the day that my son was born. And I was not about to answer the phone and get cussed out because I posted his pictures on Facebook, and he was feeling some type of way. He was feeling embarrassed, but guess what? He deserves to be embarrassed. He deserves everything that's going to come to him, because karma is real, and I don't care the situation at the end of the day. I don't care if he had a relationship. I don't care if he had a wife. I don't care if he had 6 wives. I don't care if he had 10 kids or 20 kids. I don't care. Like, I really don't. What I care about is that what happened, happened. And that me and him have a child together. So, at the end of the day, he should man up, but he's not. And it's really hard to accept that. Fortunately, Unfortunately for me, I'm not the type of woman to like hound like men. Like I will text him every once in a while throughout my pregnancy, but I'm not the one to like be on his helmet, like on his head. You know, I'll give that man space and let him come to me, but he never did. He never came back. So here we are. My baby is 3 weeks old now. I think it's time that I start healing from this whole situation. I start accepting what it is for what it is. That I am not the woman for him. He had his woman all along that he truly loved, and I was just like a side piece, convenient side piece, because he could never like. I tried to end our relationship so many times when I was living next to him, like when I was his neighbor. But when I got kicked out of my apartment, he just forgot about me. Like it was kind of like out of sight, out of mind type of thing. Like he didn't see me around no more, so he didn't think about me, and he just literally forgot about me. So it's crazy. But then it's, like he would do stupid stuff like at the end of my pregnancy, call me and be like, unblock me on Facebook because I need to keep up on you. So you want to keep up on me, but you don't want nothing to do with me. You don't want our son. Like it's crazy because I do put his business out there, but I don't be bashing him like that the way I could. Definitely don't. Okay? So, yeah. I'm just going to give my word of advice is don't let this happen to you. Don't fall into a man's trap because these men, they're ruthless, okay? They will do this to you, and they will be able to wake up every day like nothing ever happened. They'll be able to go on and live their happy little life and not blink an eye and not sweat about it, not shed one, emotion about it, because that's his dad. His dad really doesn't care. And like I said, when I was like really going through it after Amir came home, I messaged his brother, and his brother was like, I was like, because I messaged his brother, I sent his brother pictures of the baby, and his brother read my message and didn't answer me. So I messaged back and I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to keep going down his friends list until I find somebody who cares. Like, who cares? And then he messaged me back. He was like, I care, but if you guys were grown, then you wouldn't be in this situation. Like, okay. Because I know he talks to his brother. Like, this is not me. It's not me. So it's just whatever. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to raise my son to be a good man, especially ladies, if you have a little boy and he has a bad dad, don't try your best not to let him turn out like his father, because we don't need these kind of men out here, okay? We don't. Be grateful. You got to remind yourself every day that you got to be grateful. For everything, you got to be grateful, because be grateful, okay? So yeah, that is how I've been feeling. 3 weeks after having my baby, I'm getting better. My emotions are like, I'm wrapping it up. That's why I wanted to come on here and make this video, so I could really wrap it up, and move on from this whole thing and get on with life. Because now I got 2 kids that I got to take care of on my own, So yeah, it's your girl Amber Ray. Please like this video. Please subscribe, support me. Follow me on Snapchat. That's where my real fan group is. Like, all my girls are on there. They've been supporting me throughout this whole thing. I wish I would have documented it on YouTube, but I didn't. everything was through Snapchat. But my Snapchat is popping because of it. I got, you know, a lot of people tell me I'm inspirational. Like everything that I went through, of course, if you're from my YouTube, you may not know all the details, but make sure that you subscribe to this channel and that you follow me on Snapchat, because I'm going to start doing things a little bit different, because YouTube is, you know, my thing and I really want to do it, but I keep giving up on it and then going back to it and then stopping, and you can't do that. So yeah, it's your girl Amber Ray. I love you guys. If you did watch this video, thank you. Please leave a comment and like it, and I'll talk to you guys